They bombed Iraq's nuclear reactor in 1981 and regularly hit Iranian targets in Syria. Yet even some of Israel's revered combat pilots are now firing warning shots, with reservists from one squadron skipping a training session and suggesting they may not heed the call of duty if the government rams through its judicial overhaul. In this country, that's a very big deal.
Mere existence of Israel is based on the Israeli Air Force. Simple as that.
Neri Yarkoni was an Israeli combat pilot for 30 years. He's also a lawyer who warns that if the government continues with plans to neuter the Supreme Court and give itself sweeping powers, the country may be in trouble.
Since we are talking only about a few hundreds of people, then if you lose some of them, the mere existence of Israel is essentially degraded. That is why the government and all the people in Israel are very concerned about the protest of the Israeli fighter pilots.
Israel's defense minister, seen here meeting reservist commanders from the combined services on Tuesday, says he is listening.
Weeks of street protests in Israel have thus far failed to persuade the government to even pause its judicial reform plans. Could this warning from some of Israel's Air Force pilots, the very people whose job it is to defend Israel's existence, could they have any more luck?
Given the current situation,
This analyst thinks they will.
I think what we're seeing now from the fighter pilots is a new ball game altogether. It's an escalation of the protest. It comes alongside with other measures of escalation, and it seems like a snowball that is just gaining more and more momentum. I think that it will bring the government to the table.
On the ground, though, little appears to be changing. The government's judicial overhaul remains on track, and another day of mass protests, perhaps with a few pilots among the crowd, is planned for Thursday.